Hi everybody, welcome to the War Room. Today on Tabletop Anarchy we're taking a look at a game that's a little bit different for us.
Yeah,
it's one you've been sent that's due to go on Kickstarter soon, isn't it? It's
around about the October 23rd, yeah.
Okay, so end of this month we're looking.
Yeah,
it's called 1000-Year-Old Vampire.
It is, yeah. It's a single player role playing game. And we've played it a few times.
Yep.
Had really good fun with it actually, yeah. It's initially when I read the rules I didn't quite understand it sort of thing, but like with many games, once you actually start playing, things click, make sense.
Absolutely.
And it's not that complicated. I mean, really, that's your rules. It's 1A4.
So it's a page is your rules, basically.
Yeah, pretty much. And then after that, it just starts talking.
What's the idea behind it, basically, then? So it's a role-playing game. I'm assuming you create a character, or they're given to you?
No, you create your own character.
Okay.
So we've had a few now. We've started with Rich's ingenious Bob the Viking from Viking era times.
Legendary, he is.
He is, I'm sure he is, yeah. Yeah, Bob Bloodaxe, wasn't it? Yeah.
Yeah, that's him, yeah.
And yeah, I think Andy's played a character that was 100 Years' War. I played one that was, well, it was around about the time of the English Civil War.
Okay.
And basically...
So you can choose...
You can choose
era, you can choose any type of character, male, female, it doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter, it's completely up to you, yeah. So you start out, all you need to play this as well, with the Kickstarter, it's going to be a book that you're going to get sent out. Then all you need is a D10 and a D6 die, or the dice app on your phone, a pen and a piece of paper.
Easy enough.
That's it.
It's nice and simple.
That's it.
So it's going to be quite cheap, and most people have got a D10 and a D6.
And as I say, if not, there are free apps on your phone that you can get, and
of course,
then you can just use that on. I think that's how Andy did it. He just, because he didn't have any dice to hand at the time, he was in his kitchen, so he just got the app quickly, and pen and a piece of paper, and you're ready to go.
So this is going to become a book, actually, isn't it? Well, I mean,
all of this is going to be in a book. Yeah,
you can see how it's actually set up to be a book.
To be a book, yes, exactly, yeah.
So you could do this on the train, travelling somewhere, in the back of a car.
You can do, yeah.
So it is complete. You can do it. I mean, it really is one player, isn't it?
Oh, it is, yeah. It's a one-player role-playing game where everything's set out for you. So the premise is you start, you create your character, you put him wherever you want. As you say, it's quite a good idea to go far back in time, so you create your character, write a bit about him, maybe a sentence or so about what he's like. You know, yours was a Viking warrior raider.
Yeah.
Then you create 3 mortal characters that are his friends, so it can be parents, mentor, friends, lover, anything like that. Yeah. And you write a quick sentence about them as well to, flesh out the characters a bit. You also have skills. Okay. So you start off with 3 skills, which again, depending on your character and the era, you kind of choose what you think would be relevant for them. I think you had swordsman, sailor, and hunter and stuff like that. Yeah. And then you have resources as well, which for you was your battle axe, even though you got swordsman. But you kind of class that as it's the same as it was training. You do like an axe, yeah. So you had your axe, your pagan pendant, which was given to you by your mother when you were younger, and I think you had some chainmail as well, which was given to you by your mentor. Who was also named Bob the Viking as well. Yeah,
it was very confusing when we went to war.
It was. Yeah. And then all you need to do, once you've done that, you also create an immortal character, and you write a little bit about them and how they turned you into a vampire. And then the game starts. Then you actually play through the life of your vampire. So all you have to do then is you roll a d10, roll a d6, you take the numbers away, you flick through. If it's a positive, you go up that many numbers. If it's a negative, you go down.
So, for example, there you've rolled a 9 on your D10 and a 3, so you would be 6.
Move up to 6.
So you would then go through your book, which it would be, and you've got 1, 2,
1, 2,
and then we'll have 3 and 4.
3 and 4 on the back, and then 5,
and then 5 and 6. So now you're. I mean, I don't want to read this out because I don't want to give it away.
No, exactly,
but it tells you a thing that your character will do. It will tell you a skill you either have to lose, maybe you have to do a fight, maybe you have to do something.
Yeah. And it's really good as well because they're all different. Like initially, again, when I first played it, I thought, because it says once you run out of skills, resources, or sometimes characters that are your friends, you die. That's it. You're dead. Like that's how you lose. Yeah. And I thought, I don't know about this, and I was rolling through, and I was losing skills and resources, and I was like, I'm getting a bit close now, and then. I'd stayed alive so long, sort of thing. I'd gone so far through the book with my rolls that I started kind of turning into the person that turned me. So I gained more skills that way.
So you can then build your skills back up.
You build your skills back up,
so you carry on through the book, and then different skills will allow you to do different things. I mean, it goes up to, it's quite high, isn't it? 74.
74, yeah.
Are we back to back? Yeah, 74.
74, yeah.
So once you roll in, if you've rolled a 6 there,
so
if you
roll a
again,
6, you do what it says.
A 0 and a 4.
Well, the 0s actually be 10.
All right, of course it would.
So yeah, that's 10. 6. So you then move on to 12.
So I would now go to 12.
Yep.
Yep. So 12's on the back here, and that will give me another thing. So
that will give you another thing. Yep.
It's kind of, to me, I don't know about you. To me, it feels like, you remember those books you used to get where you'd go through and you choose your own adventure.
Yeah.
It feels like that, and but it's a bit more. You can choose your character going in. You can choose your skills. So it still tells you what you're going to do, but you have a little bit more influence in the start. You create your character.
Yeah, the thing is like when you said that to me, I agreed with you quite a lot, and I do think it is like you choose your own adventure.
Mm-hmm.
The difference is, I think, the way to look at it is it's like all games, like board games, war games. If you imagine those choose your own adventure books were what, 20, 30 years ago? It's all moved on. So now you create the character, you flesh out your characters, and you play through it all.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah,
I suppose the other beauty is once you've read that book, you can read it maybe 1 or 2 times, 3 times, and you can maybe change your story a little bit. But you're always the same character.
Yes, yeah.
It's always similar. Whereas this,
yeah.
Firstly, your dice rolls can change however many times, because you can go forward and backwards and all the times that things will change. You can choose your scene wherever you are, be it Vikings like you said, or be it Civil War. You can choose male, female.
You can start Stone Age if you wanted.
Absolutely,
you know?
You can do anything you want.
Yeah,
so
you can do anything.
A lot more.
The other thing that I think is really good about it, I mean, if you roll those dice for me again, just humour me 1 second.
Me and dice roll.
5
and a 4.
And a 4. So you've had 3 dice rolls. You've got 6 first.
Mm-hmm.
Complete 6, moved on to 12, and now you've moved on to 13.
Yeah.
But obviously, if you'd have rolled a 6 on there and a 5, you'd have gone from 12 to 11.
Yeah.
Well, there's 74 here.
And you're up and down.
And you're up and down, and you never know at what point you're going to lose your last skill or resource and die, whether you're going to gain more.
They also change as well. So if you look at 21 there, if you end up on 21 the first time, you do the first one that's on there. But if you come back to 21, you do the second one.
Yep, exactly.
So even if you end up on the same number again,
it changes
again.
The story, yeah. I think I've only had it... I think I've played this 3 times now, and I've only landed on the same number once.
Right.
Which is quite good, because... But again, it just keeps it all fresh, So, you're...
It's a good idea. I like the idea.
It is, yeah.
I wasn't sure at first, but like you say, when we've had a run through it, it can be, and it is one of them things. If you're on a long car journey, you know, I mean,
on the train, not even that. If you're sitting
at home,
if you're sitting at home, and you know, if the wife's got the only way is Essex or whatever's on, and you go,
can't watch that,
I'm not interested in that. Don't fancy busting out a big board game.
No, you can just sit.
Bam, pen,
well, also,
paper,
if you've
2
got a board
dice.
game, there might only be you're on your own. Somebody's got no one to play with.
Yeah,
you can just do this. And
just exactly. Yeah, I mean,
I like the idea. It's a good idea.
I do. I've really enjoyed this. Actually, I've really, and again, I started off and I was like, I won't write too much because, you know, obviously not knowing the game and not knowing everything. I was like, I'll just write it a quick bit. Played it. Went, that was really good fun. Actually, now I want to invest more in my next characters. Yeah, exactly, and then you just have that single player role playing.
It's like a cross between those adventure books and a kind of D&D.
Yeah,
it's like a cross between the two. It's a midway, so you can do it on your own. You do choose your adventure, but you make your characters as well, so you can make your own backstory. It's a really good idea. It's very. It's a
very good idea, and as you say, it is. It's like D&D, but the book is your dungeon master.
Yeah. You
create your characters. And then you just roll in dice, and that tells you what you do, what happens, what you gain, what you lose. Yeah, it's as I say, I've really enjoyed it.
No, it's a good idea. And when did you say that's going on Kickstarter again? So
that's the end. Around October the 23rd, he's looking at. Yeah.
Okay, and that's 1,000-year-old vampires. So that's definitely worth having a look at that one. And it's all going to come in a nice book. And
it is, yeah. So obviously on the Kickstarter, or you can buy the PDF version because normally on Kickstarter they have a PDF.
Which is basically what this is.
Yeah, exactly. And then you'll have the full copy where it comes in a nice book. And like I say, I've seen a little bit of the artwork. It looks really good, guys. Yeah. Really good.
I mean, that also sort of emphasises a bit as well, doesn't it? Because it allows your imagination to at least have a little bit of a nudge, doesn't it? I wasn't overly imaginative when we were going through mine, and I was like, putting cameras together and things, and going, oh yeah, his name's Bob, he's a Viking.
The Viking.
But actually, once you start rolling with him, and you actually get quite invested in him.
You do, because you're like, you know, it's like you got to a point you were rolling away, and you're like, oh yeah, blah blah blah, picking up new skills. I'm doing. Yeah. You rolled again.
Then my friends started dying.
Yeah, and it's like, oh, somebody's discovered you got to kill one of your friends. You're like, oh, well, I can't kill me mum. I've got to kill. Bob the war chief sort of thing, who was your mentor, and
exactly.
Then you like lose your pendant sort of thing, and you're like, oh, my mum gave me that, and you know, as you say, in one of my games, I got to a point where I had like a long sleep, so I was asleep for I think it was about 100 years, and of course in that time all of my friends had died, and I came back and I was like, I haven't got anybody to die now, so if I come into another bit, which funnily enough came later on when I still had no friends, and then I had to make an enemy, which was somebody who was actively hunting me.
Right.
So again, if you
I don't think I got that far, did I? But...
No, I mean, well the thing is, I got that far, but I never got to the point where he actually caught me and I had to fight him. I had to fight other people, but and in other games I've had to fight other people, but he never got to me to fight me on that game.
Good. Good. No, so if you like the sound of that, definitely take a look at it on Kickstarter. We're definitely going to have a look at it as well. And you never know, there might even become more and different.
Yeah, exactly.
Books, so that's where it could go forward from here. But yeah, definitely have a look at it. And yeah, if you like this kind of thing, subscribe. We're probably going to find more of these. We'll find more for the channel, and if we do hear of any more or hear that they've released any more, we'll definitely share them with you.
Yeah, well, as I say, after this, we're going to keep in touch, and hopefully if there's any more, we'll hopefully get them. And as I say, we would have done a playthrough, but we don't want to give it away. We really just don't want to spoil it for you.
Look at the book, and then so right. Thanks for that, guys. And like I said, subscribe if you want to see more of them, and we'll see you soon.
Cheers, guys. Cheers.